the Kansas State Wildcats Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Johnson looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Edwards.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Looking left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? You get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Pulled down for the tackle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here we go. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
To the air, it's Mateer. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, and fortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll try the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets stopped before he gets started. A loss on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. There he goes. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. But they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pumps it downfield. Pulls it in, the first down and more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. To the air, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Ott. Fakes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Ott. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to the air on third and short. Steps away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on fourth. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Oakland. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Connection to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Gets it to him on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 22 He wants to throw it. Looking for the score! And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Johnson looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Kansas State. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Sails one into the middle. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made it have. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll go to the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Second and goal coming up. Pushes for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Sooners in the hurry up. Trying to surge it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Using his feet. He is stopped short in the gamble on the 2 to try to go on top. Comes up short. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Here we go. Set. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires toward the target. Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this all...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wildcats. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's Love. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. Racing to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing.
Notre Dame 7, Troy 0.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lovett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
They got the completion, and the quarterback's happy. He got a completion, stats looking good. He's like, wait a minute, dude, stop hitting me. Please protect me a little bit better up front.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Higgins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The run from the shotgun. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And they'll take over.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. Still on his feet. There he goes. A huge play, and they finally get him out of bounds and avert complete disaster on the final play of the first quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Only in the hops. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 98, set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trojan offense returns to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. A quick pass to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Crowder. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Got it in the middle, it's Schwartz. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Connor. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Catch in the middle. It's Schwartz. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the right. Brings into the open. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air on first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the...
There he goes! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He leaves it with his back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And the misconnection on third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Fires to the tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to pass. Knocked in the air and incomplete as that pressure denies the pass toward the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Connor. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out in the end zone was not a good one. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Back to throw, it's Crowder. Grab near the marker, it's Higgins. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lovett. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Scrambling away. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Love. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. The give to the tailback. Nice move to keep running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've come to the end of the period and Notre Dame has the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quarterback adapted. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick release by the QB.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
29 Philly.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to run it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Back to throw, it's Crowder. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
50, Troy, 0.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Connor. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Here's the pressure. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't.
Continues to fight for yards. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame right back to the line. Lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Under fire. Snags it down the right side. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. Timeout is called with just a single second left. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort.
Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. So the kick goes out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake on it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium, but sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo.
Touchdown, Tigers! Oh, that may be in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Play action. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the back. Punts for the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 32.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Got his man downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Running the red zone, it's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Peterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense holds firm. Pick up at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go. Beneath
the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long.
29 Philly.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Moving away from pressure. Gets rid of it. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hughes.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Burke. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Jackson gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Okay, ready? Pound 55 weak.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Easy.
They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Gators far. Let's go.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And what a missed opportunity for this defense. They got one chance to get back in this game. Force some turnovers, create some big plays. They're down big. Man, did they need that opportunity.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That is exactly what this defense needed. Man, they needed to start fast. Obviously in a deficit, coming out of the half with energy to get a sack early in the drive, man. Nice response by this defense.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Jackson will throw. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down coming up. They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the ground, it's Haynes. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Jackson going to throw it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Motion from the back. On the option. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the fourth quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. One more play to pad the stats. Jackson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burke. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will kick it away first. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Under fire. Finds the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds up at 42.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts and the eagle flies and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Auburn going to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Now adjusting. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking.
Get set, get set.
They'll move the tight end. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Thomas looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Andrews. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bentley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Thomas back to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. Makes makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Caught over the middle. It's Parker. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Thomas looking to fire. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Back to pass on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Working on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see deep.
Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Levin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The sweet feet buy a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Looking down the middle. Found a seam. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air. It's Levitt. Now improvising. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead, you're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside, but I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. To the air, it's Levitt. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
You don't see this very often. An early onside kick when you have the lead. They hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And that's a good second down run. commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Brown wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Running to daylight from inside his 25. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Complete in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, goodness gracious, this dude is on fire. I mean, he's already got 100 yards. We're in the first quarter. Like, I might want to think about double-teaming that guy. If he goes to the water bottle, I'm going to double-team him. Whatever he does, I'm on it.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Throws to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. The play action fake. Breaks the tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown wants to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Might be changing the route. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Levin. Finds his man, it's Tyson. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback running on the draw. Powers through the defender. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Offense in an empty set. QB draw. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. The Sun Devils looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man, it's Moss. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Rancho, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Ready up. Lasso.
Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Throwing right. He makes a catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Buys a little time with his feet. He's turning it loose into the middle. Makes the grab at the 30. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Pryor. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bearcats. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the on. Kick, and they do. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's 4. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the ground, it's 4. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire.
There he goes. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. Got room at the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Goes to the option. Now the toss. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cincinnati! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, create an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got a man, it's Pryor. And he's dragged down.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Give to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll run play action, buying some time. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to buy time. Converts on fourth down. Still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Caught behind the line. It's Pryor. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
That's caught. It's Irvin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Third and long from the 42. If they they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? To the ground with the back.
Mr. Carey is the runner. Loses 2. 2nd down.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Now the play fake. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Buys a little time. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the option, he'll pull it on the read. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Skips away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Rush is on him. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense is getting...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bearcats are rolling down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, and make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Looking to throw, it's Gulbranson. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Fires on the move. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's dragged down. Touchdown, Cardinal. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Let's go.
The option look. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Got a man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Now the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got it. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Tight end now in motion. They want to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, you didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Flushed out of the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Those tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looking downfield on first down. Still looking, on the move. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Extending the play. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. Looking to throw again. Floating away. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here comes the heat. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Now on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Jackson will throw. Unloads it left. Got a man in the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Toss to the outside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! And that is how we will wrap this one up. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.